Hello children, in previous class we have studied three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas, and appearance. Lustrous means shiny appearance and non-lustrous means having no shiny surface. Let's continue with the lesson.
Next is texture. Try touching a silk cloth and a jute bag. Do you feel some difference? Yes. The feel smoothness and roughness of a substance is called its texture. Next is hardness. Look at the object and guess the following. Number 1. Which of the following substance can be pressed easily? Why? Sponge can press easily because it is soft in nature. Which one will scratch the surface of wood? Obviously, hairpins. The materials that cannot be easily compressed, cut, bent or scratched are called as hard materials. Tell me example of hard materials. Very good. Steel, wood, rock, bricks, glass, teeth, bones and diamond. The materials which can be easily compressed, cut, bent or scratched are called as soft materials. Tell me example of soft materials. Very good. Wool, cotton, silk, butter, feather, tomato and skin. Cotton is used to make earbuds as they have soft and hence will not damage the ear. Next property of matter is solubility. What will happen if we add sugar in water? Sugar get dissolved in water. The substance which is added to a liquid is called a solute. Tell me example of solute. Very good. Salt, sugar and glucose. The substance which is present in large quantity and dissolve a solute in it is called solvent. Tell me example of solvent. Very good. Water and milk. A mixture of solute and solvent is called a solution. Example: salt water, sugar water or chalk water. The property of a solute to get dissolved in solvent is called solubility. The materials which dissolve easily in other substances are called soluble substances. Tell me example of soluble substances. Very good. Salt or sugar soluble in water. But chalk dust or sand do not get dissolved. They settle down at the bottom of the container. Such substances are called as insoluble substances. Solutes are not always solids. They can be liquid or gases. Milk is mixed with water for making tea or coffee. So milk is a solute and water is a solvent. Both are liquids. Both the liquids do not separate. Such liquids are called as miscible liquids. Tell me example of miscible liquids. Very good. Lemon juice, vinegar and alcohol. If we try to mix a spoon of oil in a glass of water, they will not mix. The oil will float on the surface. Hence, oil and water are separated. Such solutions are called as immiscible liquids. Tell me example of immiscible liquids. Very good. Oil and water, kerosene, petrol and diesel. Solutes can also gaseous in nature. Aquatic animals breathe inside water. The water has gases dissolved in it. Fishes and other animals take in dissolved oxygen for respiration. Here the gases are the solute and water act as a solvent. Next property of matter is density. What will happen if you drop a stone and a dry leaf in water? Leaf can float on water and stone can settle down. Density is defined as the mass per unit volume. A substance whose density is more than that of water sinks in water, and whose density is less than water floats on water. Tell me examples of a substance whose density is less. Very good. Wood, cotton, feather, dry leaves and oil. Very good. Tell me example of a substance whose density is more. Very good. Iron, stone, glass, soil and metals. Next property of matter is conduction of heat. Choose the materials that can be used to make the cooking utensil. Containers are made up of iron, aluminium, steel, copper and brass used for cooking because they are good conductors of heat. However, their handles are made up of different materials like wood or kind of a plastic called bakelite. This is because these materials do not conduct the heat. Substance that allow heat to pass through it, then that substance is called as good conductor of heat. All metals are good conductor of heat. The substance that do not allow heat to pass through it, that substance is called as insulator or bad conductor of heat. Tell me examples. Very good. Plastic, paper and thermocol. Next property of matter is conduction of electricity. Electric wires consist of metal wires with plastic covering. This is because metal wires allow electricity to pass through them. They are good conductor of electricity. The plastic covering does not allow electricity to pass through it. Such substances are called bad conductor or insulators. The substance that allow electricity to pass through it, that substance is called as good conductor of electricity. Tell me examples. Very good. Copper, aluminium and iron. The substance which do not allow electricity to pass through it, that substance is called bad conductor or insulator. Tell me some examples of insulator. Very good. Wood, plastic, paper, sand, mud and cotton. Next property of matter is magnetic property. Suppose you have a mixture of a sand and iron filling. How would you separate these two? With the help of magnet. Magnet has the property of attracting iron, cobalt and nickel. Tell me examples of substances that are attracted towards the magnet. Very good. Nail, stapler pin, coins, paper clip. Very good. Objects or substance that are not attracted towards a magnet are called non-magnetic substances. Tell me some examples. Very good. Wood, plastic or rubber. Next property of matter is transparency, translucency and opaqueness. Choose the best place to hide behind while playing hide and seek. Shutter and wall. Object that allow light to pass through it, that object is called as transparent objects. Tell me examples. Very good. Glass, oil, water and air. Objects which allow light to pass through them partially, these are called as translucent objects. Tell me examples. Very good. Butter paper and oily paper. We always try to hide behind a tree, a rock, a wall or any other material through which we are not visible to our friends. These objects which do not allow light to pass through them are called opaque objects. Tell me examples. Very good. Wood, metals, rocks, and bricks.